welcome to eSeniors. This is the season finale of the race, and it's gonna be exciting. Paul Ricard and the Porsche Cup. That's what we're gonna do today. And Paul Ricard, it's opened 1970, and it's located close to Marseille. And it's financed by the pastis magnate Paul Ricard. So if you have been drinking the aperitif, the anise flavored spirit, if you've been drinking that one, you have supported the racetrack. I guess that's how it works. The current layout without this, the Mistral chicane, and that's the layout we're racing here in GT3. 13 turns, 5.7 kilometers. That's 3.5 miles. Let's look at the standings. There they are. So we see Derek Bird. He has clinched the title. Amazing drive by him. P2, Chris Bourne. Thomas Regner can actually clinch P2 if he wins. And he is racing. I don't see Chris Bourne on. Chris Bourne is on track. So P2 is not completely done, but I think it's close. Same thing with P4. It could be P3 as well. Jeremy, depending on how things shake out here. So it's a little bit open because you get a lot of points if you win. So anything can happen. And Terry Howard in P5. And I don't see him on the track. We are only 8 cars on the track today, but we're going to make do with what we have. What else to say? Welcome to everyone. And also thank you to our sponsors. So Syndeo, Sim3D, and Cauldron, Castle and Cauldron. We are visible on SIMGRID. You can find us there and connect with us. We are racers 50 years and older. I should say also Mirsh Pornov was P3 last race. He's not racing today, but he has his birthday. So happy birthday, Mirsh. Hope you're having a great day. The great day off from racing today. Unless you show up in the last second. We'll see. All right, let's get to the track. I'm going to set up so we are into the drive mode there. So here we go. Let's go to the stream. Okay, I'm going to get my stuff set up. There we go. There we have the timing going. All right, see people on the chat here. Arthur and Mark, welcome. Ollie, welcome. And Nuno Maquero, is that how we say it? Welcome to the stream. Awesome to see everyone. As we're doing the Porsche Cup, the last race in this series here is race number 12. So it's the last of the season, and in the next season we are going to have 8 races, and that season is starting in early May. More info to follow. I also want to give you, while we letting the cars go around, I'm going to give you the link to our data stream. If you want to follow along there, you can watch the race as well as see more detailed data about the cars. And you will see the Twitch stream there, which is more or less in time with the data. The Twitch stream seems to have less delay than the YouTube. Yeah, that paint, I mean, it's really a pretty track. And all that, it's actually not paint, it's a surface. I guess you paint that surface, but it's a very abrasive surface. The red is much more abrasive than the blue, so that will stop the cars as they glide across. When they started this track, because they have this long Mistral straight, the cars, and especially the Formula 1 cars, they were really suffering because they were running on their 17,000 RPMs on this long straight that we see Joe Kavak going down. So there were engine failures. One of the most famous one was who was that? That was let's see, I need to look at my little cheat sheet here. Yeah, where was that? Yeah. It was Ayrton Senna. He had a huge crash because of engine failure. So he was slipping on his own oil as the engine exploded, I guess. Yeah, Arthur, that exactly. You can stretch your legs a little bit, reach for your coffee and drinks when you go down the straight. I really had a problem with this track for the longest time, but now I come to grips with it and I really like it. It's all about getting a really good exit out of the twisty bits before you get out on that on the straight, and then just be so patient as you go through the turns in the last sector. Yeah, rain on the Formula 1 track, that's always fun to see. All right, we're starting to get some times on the board. We have Chris Bourne on the 1:57.7, and right behind him we have Derek. And Jeremy is running in P3 right now. So we have, and just as I say that, Derek Bird clinched the provisional pole with the 1:57.6. Yeah, Arthur, it's this weekend, so the race is like midnight, I think, US time. So yeah, I watched practice too this morning. Eric Langlois from France is driving his home track into his cockpit. We will follow him along the track. So here, braking point just on that side road, and you want to kind of hit the curb here on the right, kind of climb that a little bit, and it will help you turning. You can lose and win a lot of time in just that particular turn. Right here, brake marker about 100, 125 maybe, and here you want to kind of get on the curbs a little bit, cut that, and then just do this right-handed that can feel really awkward. And here, be patient, just roll around, and here you get full throttle, do your turn into Mistral straight, don't go too wide, I think he's still okay. And then just Mistral straight. GT4. The other day we saw some really cool passes here. All these Porsches, obviously the same spec and everything, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can see some passing on slipstreams. Here you want to get on that curb a little bit, not too much. Can go wide, not too wide. I think he's still okay actually. And here you want to go a little tight and then fan out like he's doing, and then hit the next apex. There you go. Get on the throttle, go out a little bit on the right, maybe mid turn. Just make you turn around for a late apex on that turn. Hit up a little there on the curbs. And here, as the red and white on the right, that's kind of my marker. Oh, he overcooked it. I saw he was braking a little bit too late. So unfortunately, he was up on his time there a bit. Let's see, who else do we have? Okay, let's look at Chris Bourne. Ah, Tony, hey, hola, compadre. So here we're with Chris. He's up on his time. He would take provisional pole unless Derek is actually doing good work on his time. So it goes back and forth between these two guys, and through the season we see some really great racing between these guys. And that last turn there is just critical. And it's pretty awkward. He lost a lot of time there. You can do a lot of good racing the whole lap, and then you blow it in that last turn. So Derek still have the upper hand. Coming around, see if he can improve. He lost a lot of time again in that. Yeah. So Derek lost everything in that very last corner, exactly what Derek did too. And he's abandoning his lap there. See what Chris can do. Coming out on the straight. He lost time. So he's up. He's just 0.03, like 300s. 300s behind Derek. So right now he's provisional pole. Oops. Overcooking it a bit. Losing a lot of time on that. It's pushing really hard. See, he's working his wheel. Now he's up on time, so now he's up 0.2. So right now he has provisional pole if he can keep this together. And turn right, see if you get the good turn. Yeah, he got pretty good turn, so he's gonna take provisional pole. Yeah, there we go. Chris Bourne, provisional pole. Jeremy's still in P3. That's good. Jeremy was P5 the last race at Bathurst. That was a good race for him. Let's look at someone else here. Mr. Miller, Marcus Miller. Crockbait Racing, one of the newer drivers coming down the Mistral Straight. He is behind quite a bit, but let's follow him and see what he can do. It's a good line there. Get on the throttle. Now he's going wide. He's fighting this Porsche. Actually, this is one of the tracks I tried the Porsche on the first time, and Porsche is hard to drive as it is. And when you come to this track, it's even harder. So it's not an easy thing to do, because you have these high-speed corners and you have to control the Porsche. So he's not improving his time, unfortunately. There's Marcus Miller. We have less than 2 minutes. A lot of people in the pits, not going out for another lap. Joe is sitting in there too. Derek is still driving, but he's not... he's not doing anything to improve his time in this round. Let's see, he has time to do another lap. I'm so glad he's still driving today and doesn't take the day off, even though he's the current champion. Well, yeah, you're right. Was it the Porsche Cup or the GT3? It might have been the GT3 actually that I was driving. I'm excited to see a new Porsche coming, I think in the new release. And I think that's not the new car that's coming. That's not the Cup car. I think it's GT3. But I think both cars are kind of hard to drive, even if it's a Cup car. At least my opinion. Hey, Nikos! Welcome to the stream. Look at the party here. A lot of people. It's awesome. I'm glad to see that. There's more people on the stream than on the track. 8 people in the race. I think it's gonna be fun because we're gonna see a good fight between Chris and Derek. We always see that. Derek is behind on his time. Let's see if he can push. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's up. He's up on his time. Let's get in the cockpit view. Great to hear, Mark, that you're getting better every day. Oh, Buckley joining the party. Oh, Derek Bird is up. Is he gonna take the pole position? Just in the, no, he's just behind. No, he didn't. He didn't. He lost everything in the last turn. How about that? Yeah, he lost everything in the last turn. That was painful. All right, let's look at the track, shall we? Such a beautiful track, isn't it? Paul Ricard, the pastis magnet that's funded the racetrack. There's an airstrip next to it too, which is awesome. I have to try that in my flight simulator actually. So here's the first turn there, left turn. It's always going to be tight when we're coming through after the start. Go through La Hotel, and here it's all about this middle blue sector, just to maximize your speed out on the straight. And we're going, and we're going, and we're going, and we're going. And here's the last sector, Curve de Signe. And you just have to be very patient through Bousset and Bendor. I don't know if I butchered this name, but I think they sound good. And Virage du Pont. And that's it. That's Paul Ricard. Looks good, doesn't it? And we're getting a promotion there on someone posted something on Twitch. All right, so that is the track. How about that? So we can go back and for the people that haven't seen it yet, these are the standings. We have Derek and Chris, and Thomas Regner, and Jeremy and Terry. So Derek has the gold in his bag. Chris Bourne has P2, I think, pretty solid. But if he doesn't score any points and Thomas wins, Thomas will go P2. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but you never know. Also, if Jeremy wins, he's going to take P3. So, yeah, I mean, technically, stuff could happen. So we'll see. It's going to be a fun race. And we are starting in a minute. So I'm going to go on the pause screen. So I'll see you in just a little bit on the other side. Okay, we are ready to start. We are Chris Bourne in P1 and Derek Bird. It's Chris Bourne, Derek Bird, Jerry Arobas, great start, P3, P4 Howard, Langlois, home track, P5, P6 Thomas, and Bekavak and Miller. Actually, I didn't need a bio break. But in our age, you never pass a bathroom. Okay. About to get the green light. There's a green light. Chris Bourne have the inside as we come up to the left-hander. Hopefully it should be, oh, we see almost 3 wide in the back. Terry Howard gained the position. Also Terry Howard took Jeremy in the start. Just looking back. Miller in the back. So Derek is braking really late, tried to get up on Chris Bourne. Behind we have Arobas and Howard. And Saunders, welcome. Just starting the race. Excited to see what Chris Bourne and Derek can do. Oh, here we go. Here's the slipstream taking the outside, but tires are cold. Is this gonna hold? Is Chris Bourne gonna surrender this, or is he gonna do late break? Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's going wide as expected. Both cars are. Chris comes on the inside. He's making the move. Yeah, and Derek is thinking about it, but Chris was closing the door. This is great racing. This is what we expect to see in this race. It's going to be a battle between these two guys to the end. It's a 40-minute race. There is no pit stop. And we are going to see tires going off in the end. A great start by these guys. So the movement we've had here is that Terry took P3. So otherwise, we get a little nudge. Derek nudged Mr. Bourne a little bit, but no harm done, looks like. Derek might have gone a little damage. Now it doesn't look bad. Oh, here comes Howard, way big, running almost into Derek. So Howard looks racy up here. So Terry has been P4 the last 3 races, so he really found his groove. He's been P3 5 times during this series, and P4 3 times. So he's been kind of nibbling on that podium quite a bit. So I'm sure here in the last race he really wants to get on the podium. And right now it surely looks like it, but I think he wants to, and we see Jeremy going wide behind. I think we're gonna see him fight here, maybe for a P2 even. Tricky part is Derek. He's so consistent, and both Chris and Derek are so consistent. I always look at the data after the race, and they have maybe 3/10 between the slowest and the fastest lap. These guys, it's unbelievable. Derek right now sits with the fastest lap. He got a good run through that last sector. Let's look at how Eric is doing back here. He has Thomas behind him. And Marcus Miller a little bit further back. And Joe is picking up the rear. Yeah, Derek is really pushing, and Jeremy he's not disconnected from Terry. So if he keeps it up, I think he's gonna be able to challenge. We go on the straight. Yeah, going wide again. We might see some penalties from that. Derek is pushing. He has the. I'm looking at my data here. He's has the fastest second sector. But now Chris Bourne is really pushing. He has the fastest second and third sector. These guys are really going for it. Ah, Rumble Motors. Okay, nice. Get some extra feeling from the track. Is it rumble for the pedals, or is it just for everything? Sim 3D Rumble Motors. Our sponsor is Sim 3D, so thank you to sponsors Sim 3D, Simdeo, and Castle and Cauldron. And we are working on yet another sponsor soon to come. It looks like Chris going wide again. I wonder if we're going to see a penalty here before too long. Really hard push. Chris had now the fastest lap, 1:57.6. His last lap was the fastest lap. So now they have completely disconnected. Oh, pedals. Okay. Sim 3D pedals. Very cool. These two guys, they are not letting go. So they disconnected Howard. Howard is now 5 seconds behind. Arobas is 2 seconds behind Howard. And then behind them, 5 seconds down the road, Eric and Thomas. Another 2 behind the road, down the road. And here we have Miller. 12 seconds down the road from Thomas and Joby Kavak. He lost the position. So this is the closest battle right now, which was expected. Yeah, I mean, in the pedals I have, the motors are rumbling. If you can feel that you lose traction, for example, and things like that. You get feedback like that. Yeah. Brake lock up and wheel slip. Here we go. Derek Bird takes the P1. Good move. That's what we expect to see on this track. That's really the best place to pass. But then you don't want to overcook it. And here comes Chris again, do a little touch. Now we're even. Oh, he's fighting. Derek is. Oh, side by side. Derek lost traction there. And here comes Chris. Chris took back the lead. I swear we're going to see this for the next 30 minutes, going back and forth. Very cool. Now side by side. Chris Bourne closes the door. Yeah, that's what I have on a fan attack. When it gets to over rev, you can get it to rumble a little bit, so you get reminded. Oh, it's so close here. Derek is just have his bonnet just up the bum on Chris. This is very, very close. Let's get into the cockpit of Derek. See if we can get into the slipstream. Oh, he's gaining for sure. Oh, Chris is moving. Moving to the outside. Chris has to take the inside. You have to brake a little bit earlier then, but he's really getting a good run down the straight. They're driving so hard now, so yeah, tires. When it's 10 minutes left, mark my words, we're gonna see that it's not gonna be so easy to keep stay on track. Oh, this is so close. It's going to be back and forth like this the whole race. Eric's starting to pull away a little bit. And they're so evenly matched, these two guys, it's ridiculous. Here we're inside with Chris. He didn't get as good run as last time around. I don't see that he's gaining really, maybe a little bit now. Not enough reach on this round. He's struggling a little bit. But there he got the good line, so now he's up again with Derek. So, oh, he comes very close, braking late. Yeah, we need a little magic here. And Chris needs some magic. Yeah, you have to be patient on these turns. There we go, good run out of there. Oh, he's gonna take Derek on the straight. He got a really good exit. Here we go, Derek on the inside. Side by side. Let's see if Derek's gonna brake late to keep the corner. Yeah, he goes nice and clean. Chris goes wide. Comes back. Oh, almost made contact. You have to be careful because you don't want to go wide and gain the position because that's actually illegal. Oh, this is very close. Side by side. Good racing. Oh, here comes Chris again. Very racy. So you can imagine the tires are getting a real workout. No pit stops. 24 minutes left. Closest race on track. Everyone else is several seconds apart. I haven't managed to find the website, Castle and Cauldron. Is that a website or where do I find that? Maybe you can put that here in the link as a link. If you have it. A lot of different things comes up when I Google it. And I'm not sure which one is the right one. I'd like to see it. So I know what I'm talking about when I'm promoting the sponsors. Yeah, it's good driving here. Oh, he's going wide again. So Derek seems to have a little bit more control, or if it's just that Chris is really pushing. So now he seems to connect with Derek here in this later part of this last sector. Back and forth. Derek have the upper hand at the moment. He also have the fastest lap, 1:57.2. That would be devastating to get the wall. Oh, he is really pushing there. That was a little bit much. Okay, he's holding back. Derek back on track. But it's surely got Derek a little bit off center there. So he needs to regroup. Oh, Chris goes wide there again. Yeah, it's good to see recovery there on Chris from his elbow or something, hands maybe. Yeah, he was spicy there, trying to dive. If he can stay, oh, he goes out there again. I get worried that he has too many track warnings, and then he's gonna hopefully start to be a little bit more careful, and then then he's gonna be slow. Oh, he got it. He lost his the rear a little bit, so he had to pull back a bit. Derek is just a machine. He's just driving his best. Yeah, two different drivers, I think. I mean, I think Chris maybe a little bit more less patient, but Derek, he's just boom, 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 hitting his marks. Yeah, we're getting old, Stefan. That's why we have all these hands and elbows, feet. I felt my shoulder a little bit. So yeah, you have to be careful. Oh, he's going wide. Derek is going wide. So it looks like Derek is faster pretty consistently in the first sector. Here comes Chris. He goes out wide and takes the position, which is actually not super cool. Not allowed to do that. But the game could have given him a penalty there, actually, because we'll see. So Derek is looking at some data here, and Derek is faster on the first and second sector consistently. So it's the mid sector that Chris is doing his gains. Alan Prost and Ayrton Senna, that's cool. Derek is Ayrton Senna. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris is Ayrton Senna. Derek is Alan Prost. Oh, that's awesome. All right, this last lap, that was all in favor of Derek, actually. No, incorrect. I'm trying to read this data right. So Derek was slower on all sectors. Man, I can't read this part. Yeah, Derek was slower on all sectors last lap. That's how I read that thing. I really love my data screen here on pit wall. Great to use for commentating. I pay a couple of dollars a month for it. Really gives me a lot to talk about. Oh, Derek comes back again. Derek jumps on the inside. Derek is so methodical. We're on lap 11. We have almost 16 minutes left. My prediction here is another 7-8 minutes. We're gonna see that they gonna have it a little bit harder to find the traction. Terry Howard is now 10 seconds behind. These guys are just in another league. Yeah, Derek picked up the speed a little bit this time around. Get into the cockpit, follow Chris, see if he gets a good exit here. Yes, he does. Derek goes wide. Eric Langlois seemed to have had an accident, or did he get too close? Let's see what happened real quick. Yeah, oversteer. Oh, that was close. So maybe that was... maybe the tires are getting up. And as we're watching that, fight goes back and forth. Chris is now in front of Derek. I've lost count how many changes in leader we have seen. Yeah, it's another universe. You are truly correct there. Oh, there it goes a little wide. Losing contact. I'm sure he's going to be back. They're driving hard now. They're not hitting their best sectors or anything. They're just trying to claw themselves back. Derek is now a second behind. Yeah, you're right. Maybe we want to see Derek's cockpit for a little bit. Don't want to cause it to be hypnotized. I mentioned in the opening that this long straight, when this opened 1970, the track opened, that the Formula 1 cars at the time had troubles with this long straight because the engines were running on top revs for so long, so the engines failed in spectacular fashion sometimes. Ayrton Senna's engine blew 1985, I think it was. Yeah, and the paint is very abrasive material, so it's gets more and more abrasive as you leave the track. So the blue lines are very abrasive and the red lines are even more abrasive. I don't think that's modeled in the game really, because if you go wide and you slide over there, your tires are toast. So it's kind of made to stop the car instead of sand. Yeah, the French, they need their cigarette breaks on the straight. What's that French cigarette? Is it Gauloise? Here he comes. I don't think he's gonna reach yet. No. But he has picked up the pace. Oh, there Chris goes wide again. I wonder if when we're gonna see a penalty here. It's taking the inside. Derek. Oh, he's working that wheel. I hear the tires scrub a little bit. Here we go, 10 minutes left. Derek was fastest in lap 2, sector 1, sector 2. So he's picking up the pace. Oh, Derek. I'm sorry, Chris is having some troubles. Give Derek an opportunity to pick up the pace, see if he can get a good exit, get a good run. There he comes. We're gonna go inside. Slingshot. Late break. Yeah, here we go. Keep inside, keep it inside. Derek goes out, or Chris goes out. Oh, Chris breaks really late. Derek keeps it tight. It's gonna stick. I think it's gonna stick. That's great racing. Chris opens up that turn a little bit too much. He has his lights on. Great racing here. The season finale of the Porsche Cup. Derek is the champion. And Chris Bourne gonna be, if nothing changes now, Chris Bourne is the P2 for the championship. Yeah, it's completely open. Who's going to be the winner? We don't know that. Pretty sure that Terry Howard's going to be P3. Jeremy has not been able to touch him at all. Jeremy sits 19 seconds behind Howard. Derek managed to get a little distance now to Chris. He was faster in all sectors. He was 1.4 seconds faster last lap than Chris. Got a little wobbly there. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Let's do that. I'm sorry. So we have Terry Howard. He's trying to catch Chris Bourne and the guys, but he's 14 seconds behind. Jeremy lost he was in P3 after qualifying, and he lost that early on in the start to Terry. And Terry really left him behind. He's 21 seconds behind Terry. And Thomas is 17 seconds behind Jeremy, so they're really spread out. The home track for Eric Langlois from France, 10 seconds behind. Oh, Jeremy has a yellow flag. And he's one of the newer drivers, Mr. Miller, Marcus Miller. And then Kabak is the last guy of the 8 drivers we have today. Yeah, we're showing some love up the leaderboard. It's a good looking liver there, Marcus. Eric Langlois. These little French flags I see on his livery there, that's cool. And Thomas, P3 in the championship. I think... I'm not sure if this will be enough. Let's see. For him to keep that. If he's P5, he gets 48 points. He gets 48 points, so... and Jeremy Robas is P4. Yeah, so... P4... Yeah, so I think he's gonna keep. P3 in the championship. Oh, there it goes off. Maybe I said that too early. Eric Langlois comes around the bend. We're gonna pick up Mr. Thomas. I think it's the tires. Now we have a little battle on our hands here. Eric is trying to impress the home crowd. Now this is the oh, he oversteers. Oh, that's too bad. That doesn't have the tires. So yeah, that's the dream for P5 for Mr. Langlois. Yeah, I know, I should have left them alone, right? Okay. Less than 3 minutes. And this is as close as it gets. Too early for me to do the podium graphic. Anything can happen. All right. Chris is really pushing. was working on my podium graphic. A little bit early to call it. But these guys have been amazing. Throughout the whole season, they've been doing, we've been seeing these battles. We saw Derek, or actually Chris was out for a little bit, but he came back in force. And every race, it's been this close. Unbelievable. It's going to be race to the end. So this is, we have 1 minute within the last minute. So there's going to be one more lap, I think it's going to be. Yeah, it's one more lap. Is this the last lap? Time for Chris to push. It's all about just keeping the cool here for Derek. Just hit the marks. Don't think about Chris behind. Just do your thing. And he seems to be the strongest in the first and last sector. Seems pretty consistently. That's where he is gaining his time. We saw a little traffic in front of them. That's probably Bikavak. But I don't think that's going to impede. Yeah, it's going to be drama. Comes Chris. No penalties yet, though. I'm a little bit surprised. We've seen these guys go off several times. Now we have coming up to the traffic. Or Chris tries a different line there. Had to make something happen. Or goes very close to Derek. Just desperately trying to get ahead of him. If Derek keeps his cool, it's gonna be it. Don't forget, we're gonna have an interview after. So don't miss that. Here we go. Derek goes a little bit hard on the curb there. Chris is pushing. But there we go. Derek took it. Very, very good race. Congratulations. These guys were amazing. A little celebration. Oh, that's nice. Getting to see a little donuts. That's cool. He's gonna use up his tires. Oh, here comes Derek. Or Terry Howard. That's awesome. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting ready to pull these guys into the commentary. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I think those tires are well done. Let's get these guys in. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Awesome.
Clear.
All right, I'm waiting for Chris to get in here. So yeah, Terry, good race for you. A little bit lonely there, but you took your P3 early on, and then you just stayed with it.
Yeah, always the bridesmaid with these two around. Yeah, it's good to get back on the podium actually, because I've been struggling a little bit. I found the other guys have sort of getting much more pace and catching me up. But the first couple of laps was really interesting because where Derek and Chris were battling away, I had an opportunity to sort of squeeze past Derek, but he got such a good drive out of the corner. And then I got a track cut on the first lap, a track cut on the second lap. And I thought I better just hold on for a little while. There's plenty of time to go. And I just sort of, I was trying to hang on. I was doing okay, actually, because I'm normally about 30 seconds behind by the end of the race, and I was only about 17. So I felt I've had a good race.
Yeah, and you were P4 the last 3 races. So now you had this is your 5th P3 in the series. So good job on that.
Yeah, I thought I could have had possibly another 2, but I made a couple of mistakes on a couple of the other races, and as I say, I'm finding the other guys are getting really quick, like Aaron Shannon, and Jeremy. Jeremy's also very fast in the Porsche Cup car now. Yeah,
he did good qualifying there, P3, but you took him at the start there.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I tried another setup and in practice, and when I went back to, it was a little bit loose, so I sort of went back to my original track and sort of went in the middle of the settings because I felt it was okay, but I was doing that, but I couldn't settle on a car. Obviously, didn't have enough time, so I went back to what I knew and just dropped the wing down one.
Yeah, that's probably a good move. And Chris, congratulations, P2. I'm sure you wanted to have the P1 because you certainly tried it.
Yeah, I tried it a few times. Just couldn't hang on to it when I got there. Literally made a mistake when I got there, and then he back at my door again. Then the old panic starts settling, doesn't it? When you get the lead again by a little bit, you can't always watch in the mirror. It's terrible. Yes. And he had about 3 clicks on the straight at me as well, just in normal air. So I knew that once he's behind me, he's going to come breezing through.
Yeah, it looks like you were strongest in the middle sector, and Derek was stronger on the first and the last sector, consistently almost on the timing when I looked at it. So Derek, you kept your cool.
Well, I don't say I was cool.
I could put insurance claiming. I'm going to put insurance claiming for the bumper.
Yeah, that bumper.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that first one. Yeah,
I think you nicked each other a couple of times, so it's probably evens out in the long run.
Yeah, just cold tires on the end of the first lap. I just misjudged it a bit.
I was surprised that no one got a penalty for going off track, because both of you guys went after the Mistral straight there in that long right-hander. I think you went wide several times, but maybe not enough to actually gain anything.
I got one track cut there. But as long as you get back inside them markers, you're all right. No matter how wide you go. Yeah, I got one. But that last lap, I thought whoever's in second place is going to have the advantage there.
Yeah, it was super entertaining. I mean, I had a lot of people we had more people on the watching than on the track.
I think I was 0.2 further back than I needed to be into that long straight.
Yeah.
A little bit too far away. And I was like, is he going to get a toe off the guy off the back marker?
I was trying to get a bit close to him. Yeah. I was trying to catch him to get a toe off him to negate what you were going to get. But I just kept enough gap, I think. Because if you'd been a bit closer, you'd have got by. As I say, Webb was running second on the last lap. We would have had the advantage on that straight.
Yeah, definitely.
But we had a great race.
It's been a real pleasure racing with Chris and Derek. They've been absolutely awesome this season. And thanks to eSeniors and Krista, thanks for the great streams.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy doing these streams so much. And, when the action is, there are not that many cars, but there's always action. I can always trust Derek and Chris to fight it out, and others to catch up. So great season. Next season starts in May, so we'll start all over. So then we have some fun races in between. So I'll see you on the track then.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks, eSeniors. Thanks, Christian.
Right. Sure. Thank you.
Yep.
And see you later.
Yep. Thanks, Chris. It's been a great season racing with you. Really enjoyed it.
Okay, so that's the season wraps for eSeniors Porsche Cup with Derek won the championship, Chris Bourne second in the championship, and P3 Thomas Regner. Awesome racing, always very entertaining, and this was nothing different at Paul Ricard. Derek Bird wins, Chris Bourne second, and Mr. Howard takes another P3. So that's it for eSeniors today. Tomorrow we have the doubleheader at Paul Ricard, starting at 11:30 a.m. US Central Time, and then we have the Group 1 split at 1:30 US Central Time. Hope to see you then. Thank you guys, everyone on the stream, everyone supporting. Don't forget to press the like button, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a good